Good evening, everyone. Guess who, y'all? It's PG with Unapologetic Tea Time just coming on this evening to have a little bit of a late Friday night chit chat with your host, PG. That's me. I hope that you are all doing well and that you are off to a fun and exciting summer. Now that school is out and you may have the kiddos at home and what have you, or you may be an empty nester like myself, um, who's beginning to celebrate the summer in every facet that there is. Going places, hanging out, going out to eat, planning that summer trip or trips, vacation with family, friends, and everything. Graduations are over. Perhaps you have a wedding or something that you may be attending, or several weddings or several birthday celebrations. I know that I personally have a big 5-5 double nickels, y'all, birthday coming up in July, July the 7th of this year, if God's willing, and He says the same. I will be grateful to see another year. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Again, you are listening to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. That's me. Excuse me. Um, I will have show notes over on the vlog at www.unapologetic-time with pg.com by tomorrow morning. Um, a few things that I want to clear up. I took a little bit of a hiatus, getting things together, was very busy the last few weeks in the month of May, and in the first couple of weeks of June. It seems like things kind of was at a very rapid pace, and I was doing quite a bit of things that I had to take care of. And yeah, so with that being said, I'm just glad to be among the living and be topside and have my health and strength and able to chat with you guys tonight. I will be keeping up with my weekly vlog and podcast, like I said, on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. That will resume on next week. Um, so please look out and be looking forward to the things that I have that I will be featuring this summer. Of course, local news, world news, information, tips, tricks, money saving tips, you name it, I will be talking about it. Tonight is kind of an, it's laid back. It's an informal, impromptu, a little bit of a lanyap segment that I wanted to do because I just felt that it was time and I had some time on my hands. And I wanted to come on and say, hey, I am among the living and I'm wishing each and every one of you well this summer. And I hope that you have a awesome summer. Now, I do have some topics that I will be discussing, and in the notes, in the show notes of this video, vlog, podcast, whatever you want it to be, I do have those links posted. Okay. The first thing, guys and gals, boys and girls, I want to talk about um, is on the world stage, uh, us against them, the U.S. against them. Um, y'all, I have encouraged, I have prodded, I have suggested, I have done quite a bit on my little channel, and it's small, it's tiny, it's teeny tiny, and I'm hoping I'm trying to do some work to help it to grow. And I am depending on each and every one of you who are avid listeners to me to help me grow in sharing my vlog, sharing this podcast, going over to www.unapologetic-time-with-pg.com and sharing that with family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, and the like, so that collectively I can grow my channel and reach a broader audience. I have prodded and prodded again, like I said before, just a minute ago, on a subject that we all need to listen up and take notes and take heed, because, of course, you do not prepare for a disaster. You do not prepare for some haphazard bullshit to happen after the fact. Okay, after it happens, it's a little too late. When I had a business, it was disaster protection services. And, I talked to a lot of people over the course of the time that it was in existence, um, about preparing for these disasters, because they can strike at any time. We are on the cusp of a war, whether it be fought here on our own soil, or whether it be fought in the seas or across the seas, in other countries, other nations. We The person that is supposedly leading the country has imposed some very stiff tariffs, to some of the foreign countries that we do big business with. And with that being said, I want to break it down to you. Okay. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to break it down to you so you can understand. And I'm going to break it on down to the least common denominator. When you impose tariffs and embargoes and what have you, and they are so stiff that you lean on, or you put pressure on, just say we have a little person and we have this gigantic person, and the gigantic person gets in the ring and they're going to wrestle. We already know that it is not of equal stature just by sizing both of the people up. But using this as an analogy, let's just say the tiny person is very powerful. And perhaps that person will be taken lightly until they get in the ring and they start to open up that can of whoop ass on that ginormous person. And then folks in the audience kind of set up and take, like, damn, oh man, they whipping their ass. Okay, same thing. Okay, China has probably, I don't know how many billions of people, but I'm gonna say that to say this: we buy a lot of shit from China. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know why my phone is doing that. I call myself turn it off. I guess it's the notifications that I didn't turn off. But excuse me. But we buy a lot of stuff from China, y'all. And I know from time to time, rich people probably do not shop at the Dollar Tree, or they don't shop at Dollar General or Family Dollar or Walmart or wherever the fuck you get your stuff from. Excuse my expression. But we all know that Walmart, Sam Walton's children, is all about the almighty what dollar? And they are not going to absorb those hits that the foreign nations are going to throw back over here onto us as far as their supplies with their prices. Okay? The little guys like you and me, the ordinary citizens of this great nation, upper middle class, people who are struggling paycheck to paycheck, people who may be disabled, people who may not have a job at all, that's out there, fighting in the trenches to do whatever they can do without doing something illegal. They're out there scrapping. They're out there hustling and selling, t-shirts or candy or whatever they can do to help feed their families or put food on their tables, or if they don't have a family, to help take care of their own self. Okay. When those things occur, the prices will go up exponentially. Now, I don't know how many of you that are listening or that will be listening in the future to this vlog or this podcast, but have you seen the price of bacon? For a pound of bacon in some stores, it's $8, $9, $10. Okay. And some of it's not quite a pound. All right. We all know one person can eat a pound of bacon in a week. Okay. That's 2 to 3 slices on average. Sometimes if the bacon is really, really thin, and so let's say 4. Okay. $10 for just that pound of bacon. You're going to have to use another alternative because you're not going to be able to afford to purchase it. Okay, you go to Kroger, you go to Walmart to buy, let's just say, some random stuff for your house. And the normal stuff that you would normally buy on a bi-weekly basis or every pay period or whatever would normally cost you about $27. That's just the basic supplies that you would get, that you would spend out of your paycheck for those supplies. I'm not talking about the food stuff. I'm just talking about the average supplies, trash bags, laundry detergent, different things, soap, toiletries, different things. Okay, all of a sudden, that goes from about $27, $30 to about $50. Okay, that's some more money that you did not expect to have to pay. Okay, what's going to happen is prices are going to change overnight. Some prices are going to change every couple of days. Some prices will change in a 2-week cycle. It just depends. Trust and believe. Target, even Dollar Tree, Walmart, you name it, they're not going to absorb those hits. They're going to pass them on to the customers. And so now you will be less likely to purchase all of the stuff that you had normally been purchasing. So now you've got to make this concerted effort to clip some coupons, check out the sales circulars, or check out the internet for sales and what have you. Perhaps spend another $3 to $5 on gas to go where you normally would go to Walmart. You may have to go to Walmart, and you may have to go to Target, and you may have to go to Kroger just to get the supplies that you once just got at the Walmart, because some of the other stores may have it $1 or 75 cents, 80 cents cheaper. And let's face it, those prices will add up to a savings to you in the long run. And you will have to do what you have to do. Let's talk cars. Say, for instance, you're in the market for a car or a truck or whatever. The average truck, let's say, is $35,000, $40,000. That truck will now cost you $55,000, $60,000. Okay. Now what's going to happen is the average Joe Blow and Sally Sue is going to have to patch up the vehicle that they were thinking about perhaps getting rid of and getting something new. Then what happens is, Joe Q, who runs the used car dealerships and the used car lots, will say, hell, well, they can't afford the new vehicles. Well, I'm going to raise my prices up a couple more $1,000 per vehicle, or a couple $500 here, $750 extra here on top of whatever the prices already are, until it's going to boil down to a point where you're not able to even afford the used vehicle. Or you take a chance and you get somebody that's used shit, and hell, you're in worse shape than what you had when you started out with the vehicle that you had, or that's still parked in your driveway that you need to fix. So take heed. Now it's the time to start socking a little bit of money away, a little bit extra if you have any. If you don't have any, I have a couple savings apps that will help you get a couple of gift cards a month. They won't be anything super duper significant, $100 in gift cards or something like that. It'll be $5, $10, $20 in gift cards. That $20 could perhaps buy your toiletries for the month. Okay, or that $10 or $20 or $25 in gift cards perhaps could purchase some extra things, because school, if you have school-age children, and pretty soon, before we blink our eye, hell, summer just started, before we blink our eye, it will be back to school. So that may be able to purchase some of the necessary supplies that they may need. Get it now while it's cheap, while it's on sale, and whatever, and stack it back. Everybody has a bed. Underneath the bed, okay, you can get a little Rubbermaid tote, or you can get a little cardboard box. Cut it down the size, slide it underneath the bed. No one has to know it's there. Have a couple of extra boxes of tissue. Have a couple of extra 4 packs or 6 packs of toilet paper or whatever. Have a couple of extra bottles of laundry detergent or what have you. Those gift cards that I'm going to talk about, those little apps that you can do on the computer or on your cell phone, and it doesn't require any extra work, because I know I got some lazy asses, and I got some people that are go-getters that listen to me, but I got a whole bunch of lazy people that want what? They want the glorification, and they want it instantaneously. Okay? To become great, or to be great at anything, takes work and takes time. So with that being said, it's going to take a little time, a little effort on your part, but it's painless. Spend 5 minutes a day, or 5 minutes every other day, opening up the app, seeing what's there, doing a little search. You're getting paid some points to search for a couple of words or something, or whatever. Turn your phone on, let it roll for 10 to 20 minutes with some little video bullshit. You get some points. Those points add up. You redeem the points for legitimate gift cards. I've been doing this, folks, for years. Okay? Years. And I can't tell you, I've gotten thousands of dollars worth of gift cards over the years, over the last 10 years. Yes. Thousands of dollars. I'm not talking about 20, 30,000. I'm talking about $2,500 to $3,000 worth of gift cards. That's thousands of dollars when you look at it, for doing basically nothing. And I'm going to share it with you, not because it's going to make me rich or anything like that, but because I feel that I can help someone. Okay, like the song says, if I can help somebody along the way, then my living will not be in vain. That's where I'm going with this. If I can help one person, and that one person that I help someone else, don't thank me. Keep it moving. And before you know it, you might be down, but if you can look up, you can get up. You might not be able to stand up on both feet right then and there, because you've been knocked down. Trust me, I've been knocked down on my ass. But I knew one thing. I couldn't let it beat me, and I couldn't bow out because I'm too stubborn. But I knew if I looked up, one day I would be able to get up. Okay? And I was bending on one knee. Next thing I know, I was stooping down. Next thing I know, I was standing up. But I kept on pressing on. So I'm just saying, y'all, prices are going to change. Do what it is that you need to do for yourself and or your family, or both. Okay? Be prepared. They teach you this. Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, Brownie Troops, whatever the hell they got going on now. I don't even fucking know, because I'm old now. I don't know, and I really don't give a damn what. If Boy Scouts, I guess they still in existence. I know the goddamn Girl Scouts are still in existence, because I buy cookies, okay? I don't care for the Girl Scout cookies. I just buy the cookies and give the damn cookies to somebody else down the street somewhere or whatever, just to help them. Because when I was in those different organizations and those things coming up, people helped me. Okay? They didn't want that shit I was selling. A lot of times they tell me, no, baby, you keep it. They didn't want it. They gave me their donation. They gave me the price for whatever it was I was selling, and we kept it rolling. So all I can do now is do what? Give back. Yes, that's what I do. So what am I doing now? I'm giving to you. But I'm going to chat a while. This is going to be a little lengthy. It's going to be about an hour and 15 minutes or so. All right. But I say that to say, trust and believe This shit is not over. It's just beginning. So you're going to have to hunker down. Store some non-perishables. Like I say, get you some long-priced, not long price, but long shelf life items that you can keep. Your basic essentials. You gotta have fucking water. You cannot go without water. You cannot go without clean drinking water, okay? Now, go ahead on and take your chances and buy some bottled water. I just read an article today, y'all. Whole food stores, some of Walmart stores, and a couple other stores, there's this drinking water, bottled drinking water. I don't drink bottled drinking water on a regular basis. I drink out the tap. I have a filter. Filter costs me about $10. No, it's not this glorious brand name filter. Son of a bitch does the same thing. Filters my water. All right. I get my water. I drink water during the day. I drink water sometimes at night before I go to bed. However, just read this article today and found out that there are alarming rates of arsenic found in the fucking drinking water, in the bottled water. And I've been saying this for years, that people think that bottled water is so superior to city water. Now, I'm not in Flint, Michigan, where they tried to kill the people down there or whatever, up there, whatever the fuck they were doing, with the tainted, dirty, nasty fucking water coming out green and brown and whatever other color it was coming out, and it's still probably doing the same thing. I'm not talking about that kind of water. I understand you can't drink that. I understand that. But if you're in a place where the water comes out clear, okay, and it's not muddy looking, okay, and then you don't have to run your faucet for 3 to 5 minutes before the fucking water clears up, okay, and if you just couldn't do any better, you put you less than a cap full of Clorox into a gallon or so of water and boil that shit, okay? Then pour it in a bottle, preferably some glass jars or bottles, and then you put that in your refrigerator and you can drink the water if you had to do that. But I've been preaching for years that bottled water is not superior. You don't know where that water comes from. That damn label, Dasani. I had a woman tell me, oh, I only drink Dasani. I'm like, bitch, you can't even afford Dasani, and you try to tell me you don't want this Kroger water with it. I guess you just gonna fucking be real thirsty today, because all I got is this Kroger water. And the reason I got the Kroger water is because they was giving away a 24 pack of water, and I happened to put that on my Kroger Plus card and went down to Kroger and got picked up my free. It was a Friday freebie one time for 24 pack of Kroger water. Yeah, I put a few bottles in the refrigerator. Okay? For someone when they come over, they want some, oh, do you have any bottled water? Here you go. I reach in that refrigerator real nice like. And I give them that bottle of Kroger water. Don't give a shit. You want it or you don't. You ask me, you come to my place and you ask me for some water. I try to oblige you. This is what I have. I can give you tap water, or I can give you this Kroger water. Now you take your choice. You don't want the Kroger water? You say you don't drink tap water? Well, I'm sorry. That's all I have. You want a drink? You want some hard liquor or something? Or you want some Kool-Aid, some orange juice, some Kool-Aid, some Tang. I got some cranberry juice, what orange juice. But that's about all I got. And if you say it sarcastically and you really piss me off, you ain't getting shit. I'll ask you to leave. Because first of all, I just don't put up with the shit. That's why this is unapologetic tea time with who? PG. That's me. All right. Moving right along. Yeah, they found high levels of arsenic in this bottled water that they've been selling. Get this. They didn't run not one or two tests. They have ran several tests for an allotted amount of time. And they still have not recalled that shit. They still have not recalled it. Okay? I'm gonna tell you, all that looks good ain't good for you. All that glitter, y'all know it ain't gold. But get you a few bottles of drinking water, a few gallons of drinking water. Usually it takes 1 to 2 gallons per person per day. But if you really got to stretch it, maybe a gallon, maybe a half a gallon. Okay? You'll be a little dehydrated, but you'll be okay. All right? Get you some pouches of tuna. Get you some canned tuna. Get you some shit that you can store. Okay? Cycle it out. 3 months go by. Oh shit, ain't happening. Okay, let me make a tuna salad. Let me make a tuna casserole. Next time you go to the store, buy 2 more cans of tuna. Put that back in there. Because let me tell you something. I call lots of things disasters. It's a disaster when you look up and you don't have a job one day. They didn't took your job from you. They laid you off. That's a disaster in my book because you were not expecting that. But yet, your utility bill's still coming. Your gas bill still's got to come. Your mortgage is still going to roll through. Your rent payment, if you're paying rent, to try to find a job, you got it. And you live in where the area where I live, there's no transportation. There's no city transportation. There's no bus service. You got to have a vehicle. You got to have some gas to get from point A to point B to go even find a job, perhaps. Yeah, you can sit on the internet. You can fill out application after application after application after application. Okay? But sometimes you got to get out and physically dress for success and go into these places and talk up for yourself. Okay? And literally sell yourself. Okay? You go into the office to fill out an application or go in to check on an application. You never know who you might meet. So be ready. Be on guard. Stay woke. So that in itself, to me, that's a disaster. Well, the money that you were going to use, because this week perhaps was pay week, you got laid off. The money that you were going to use for groceries that you always use for groceries, well, you got to have to put that back a little bit. But hey, you got a pantry full of food. So you might can ease out for about a month without buying stuff. No, you may not be able to buy those Oreo cookies and ribeye steaks that you like to do and whatever, but you'll still be eating. You have a freezer, buy a few little extra things, put it in your freezer, especially things that have a long lifespan that you can freeze and basically stop the expiration. Basically freezing it in time. I'm not saying try to keep shit for 2-3 years in the freezer. I'm saying, 3 to 6 months or so. Hey, you good to go. Buy some frozen veggies. Do what you got to do. Stay woke, people. Stay woke. We go to war, it's going to be bad. I'm telling you now. These high-ass tariffs, these things, these foreign countries, and we battling back and forth, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're going to start seeing those repercussions. We're going to be reaping those repercussions. We're going to be in the middle of this shit. Don't think that it's Washington, D.C. It cycles down. Shit rolls downhill. It don't roll up the hill. It rolls downhill. Okay? So don't be out here fooling yourself. Next thing I want to talk about, folks, is stupidity. Stupidity. I want to talk about stupidity for the simple reason I try to wrap my mind around certain things for the most part. And sometimes I wonder, I try putting myself in this particular class of people's shoes, or I try placing myself in situations, hypothetical situations, and what would I do? I live in the Atlanta metro area, which most of you know. And if you don't know, well, I live in the Atlanta metro area. I do not live in Atlanta proper. I live in the burbs, in the suburbs. All right. We are leading the pack on HIV infections, infected people here in the metropolitan area. We're leading the country, in fact. And that's a sad situation. Because when I turned 18 in early 80s, it just gotten 80s, it just had gotten in good. AIDS was killing people. It was just bam, 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 because it had not been, it was brand new. They didn't have anything. Medicine was not, it's not what it is. It wasn't what it is today. Okay. We've come a long way. Vaccines, different serums, different things in medicine. There were, pioneering efforts, research, so much research, so many dollars have been spent on finding ways to curtail the death rate in HIV infected people. So many other things have been put in place to where you do not have to have sex bareback. There's no reason for it. When I talk about stupidity, I want to help somebody, y'all go down in the comments and help me figure out, why is it so many fucking people continue day in and day out, day after day, men and women, running around here, sleeping with every goddamn thing under the sun, Tom, Dick, Harry, the cows, the pigs, the dogs, the cats, everything, from the gutter everything under the sun they sleeping with. You meet a motherfucker, boom, you take them to bed. What is wrong, people? What are you stupid? Are you that stupid? This is 2019. It's almost 2020. And there is no reason for anyone to meet somebody in the street, meet someone at a nightclub, whether you gay or straight, bi or whatever the hell you are, transgender, androgynous, whatever the hell you call yourself, for you to go unprotected. Do you not care about yourself? You see, you have to care about your own self. You got to love yourself. You out there just having sex just to have sex. What's wrong with you? Are you an addict? I just, y'all help me understand this. Because you got motherfuckers running around here that's HIV positive. Half of them don't know they're HIV positive, and the other half of the motherfuckers that are HIV positive, know that they're positive and don't give a damn. And then only half of that half that know they're HIV positive, aren't doing anything to help themselves. And then half of that half, which is a quarter or an eighth of the population thereabout, are going to the doctors, getting their T cells up or whatever it is, taking medications and doing whatever. You got drugs that they literally advertise on TV, Truvada and Prep, and you would have to literally be out of your mind to not to want to protect yourself. You can get free condoms, y'all, at the health department, different events around town in your local townships. Why they giving them out? Why you think they giving them out like they candy? Because they're trying to help you. They're trying to keep you safe. They're trying to send a message that you do not have to go down that road. Okay, I'm trying to understand, why is it that people today, in today's society and today's technology and everything that we have going for us, and I'm talking all ethnicities, you decide that you just gonna continue to just have sex just haphazardly. Oh, I ain't worrying about that. That's crazy as hell. Ladies, let me talk to y'all too. Okay, ladies, you meet a guy, he's smiling, you think, oh, he's so fine. Here, you know, slept with him. You just met him. Girl, I had to try it out. You crazy as hell. You might be trying out your death sentence. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, stop that craziness. Okay, ladies, another thing. You got down low people, down low men. You got white ones, purple ones, green ones, black ones, blue ones, every color of the rainbow. Okay? They do women and they do men. I don't want to hear that shit about, oh, I stick. I stick. I don't let nobody stick me. I stick them. You crazy as hell. Who the hell do you think? Are you crazy? What fool you know that's gonna let somebody do something to them and they ain't gonna get nothing in reward, whether it be coins, whether it be money, whether it be gift cards or whatever? You crazy as hell. And then you don't even know you going down trying to find a John or whatever. You look up on one, okay? And you ever wonder some of these murders or some of these homicides, men found dead in cars, different things in hotel rooms and stuff? That's some trick and bullshit gone bad. Or somebody's wife, or somebody's man, or somebody's other man, or the partner, or whatever, done went there and killed their ass. Let me tell you, it's a whole bunch of shit going on. Women, y'all got to be careful. Married women, you still, let me tell y'all, talking about, oh, go get tested. Yes, go get yourself tested, because if you are running wild, and what I call running wild and running loose is you don't have any morals or scruples. You just out there getting it. You know what I'm saying? You just screwing just to screw, just doing the most. You need to go get yourself tested. Okay, because you should not be out here. If you are HIV positive, you should not be out here spreading that disease because it's a deadly disease. Okay, if you are interested in someone, before you lay down with this person and y'all having that conversation, you know how you having those long talks on the phone and y'all falling asleep on the phone and y'all talking for hours and hours and hours. It don't ever cross your mind to ask them, have they been tested recently? And they're gonna lie. Majority of them gonna lie to you, say, oh yeah. Oh, well, okay. Keep on talking to their ass. But you know what? Get them with this bullshit. Oh, okay. Then say, well, next week I'm off next Tuesday. You off too, aren't you? Oh, yeah. How about we go hang out? Okay. Don't say none of their motherfucking ass about nothing. Take their asses to the nearest testing station. Uh-huh. And then you pull up in front of that motherfucker. And they're going to look. They're going to look at you and they might look around and see what the hell. Because a lot of times it's not in the best of the best looking neighborhoods. And a lot of times there are, because they're not, they're not out there with a banner on the outside of the building talking about HIV testing or whatever. They might have some little paraphernalia that you could pick up, some little pamphlets here and there or something in the window that's really kind of subtle, but yet, not embarrassing or whatever. Pull up in front of one of them places and see if he or she gonna follow your ass in there. Or say, come on, where we going? Oh, we going in so we can get tested together. Huh? Uh-huh. Oh no, I won't go by myself. Oh, okay. Will you go by yourself? Well, then you gonna be by yourself because you ain't finna be with me. That's how that should go. That's how the conversation should go, and that's how that shit should end. And go ahead on and put their ass, give them a token for the bus company, or give them $5 for Uber, or whatever. if you in there, your car, say, okay, toodles, deuces, and roll the hell away. Okay? Or you can be nice enough and take their ass back where you got them from. Okay? If you pick them up in front of their place or wherever, take their ass back where you got them from and drop their asses off. Because this is what's going to have to happen, y'all, because this is crazy. Men, do it to the women too. If you a straight man, or if you a gay man or whatever, or you a gay female or whatever, look at here. Women carry AIDS, y'all. Don't let that myth, that bullshit lie. Yeah, they do. Okay? I'm old school. Oh, hell no. And I know and I live in the metro area. Hey, shit. Oh, No, 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 no. I guess that's why I've been single for so long. So long. You know, one, I don't feel like putting up with the bullshit. Two, I would love, it gets lonely. I'm not gonna lie. And I would love to have someone in my life that's significant, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm looking, you know, but I know what I want and I know what I'm not going to put up with. So with that being said, you know, sooner or later, if the Lord wants me with somebody or whatever, however the cut comes or goes, you know, then perhaps I will find someone, you know, for me that is not all about the frills and the fluff and the bullshit and the, you know, what I can buy for them and all of this craziness and, you know, but no, we're gonna have to we're going no, I know what my status is. I am age free. Okay. But yet, look at here, to give somebody else peace of mind or whatever, and to get peace of mind for my own self, to know that your ass is age free and we start kicking it, we're going to get tested together. You don't want to go? Okay. See ya. Because, see, that's the only way I know, because motherfuckers will lie. Women will lie, men will lie. Okay, I don't give a damn if you gay, straight, whatever. They will lie. So I'm just saying to you all as a little bit of advice, and I know some of you not going to agree. Well, see, they ain't gonna never, take their asses anyway. See, take them. Now, they may be mad, understand this, but since you are already there, well then, what's the sense in not going in and go ahead and get tested? And then when y'all got y'all envelopes, or, you know, say, tell the people, say, hey, we, you know, we want to be, you know, we're trying to work on being a couple or whatever. We want to start really dating, you know, da 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 da. Then perhaps, you know, because of the HIPAA laws and everything, they probably cannot give you that person's excuse me, results, but maybe the results ask if they could also be given in an envelope. And when you go to get them, then both of y'all cross hands. You get that person's and they get yours, and you open that shit. See what I'm saying? Standing right there before them, in front of them. Maybe not in the facility or whatever, but perhaps in the car, in the truck, or, you know, somewhere quiet, secluded, you know, where y'all both can, you know, relax and, you know, get the nervousness out of the way or whatever, you know, and understand that we can move forward. We're both safe and we're both you know, healthy, and we can move forward in whatever this is going to be. Okay, that's the way that that should be done, and it's a shame that you have to go this route in 2019. But let me tell you, my life is important to me, so I'm going to do everything in my power to protect myself, and I would appreciate the other person being truthful with me, you know, and honest upfront with me than for me to find out. Because, see, AIDS, that too little too late bullshit, that shit right there will kill you know, or make you want to kill someone, or make you want to do bodily harm to someone, when a person knowing that they are infected and then they done gave you something or potentially exposed you to a deadly virus. No, just because people can take Truvada or PrEP or this or that does not necessarily mean, or the AIDS medication does not necessarily mean that it's all glitz and glamour, that that person is going to be able to take that medication, that their body is going to agree with that medication. A lot of people have all kinds of health issues from those different medicines. So y'all, be on guard, be safe, and be careful. Love yourself first before you can love anyone else, and know what it is you're doing in 2019, because sex can be deadly. Moving right along swiftly and professionally, don't forget to go to my blog over at www.unapologetic-t-time with pg.com. Your host, that's me. Y'all, we got about 15, 20 more minutes at the most, and I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here. But I just wanted to bring that across as well, y'all, because too many people, y'all, are coming up. We got children 17, 16 HIV positive. Now I'm not talking because they mama through the birth canal, because they got medicine now. They do, when they having the baby, they can protect that baby if that mother is HIV positive or whatever. We got children that are on the streets, that are, prostituting and selling their bodies and stuff, who walking around here with AIDS. We got 17-year-olds, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds with AIDS, y'all, and there's no reason for that. There is no reason for that. We got them all age groups, all ethnicities. There's no reason, y'all, for that. There is no reason this day and time, Jesus. There is no reason. Also, y'all, it's summertime. The summertime brings scams. Summertime brings scams. The scam artists and the con artists are out in record numbers wherever you live. Trust me, you got them there in your township. Don't be saying, oh, child, my area is safe. Ain't shit safe in 2019. I don't give a damn, not even the White House, because they study climbing the fence. If they can get through Secret fucking Service, they can get up in your neighborhood and up in your house. Trust and believe they can. 2019. All right, summertime. Everybody and their mama is maybe taking a day trip. If you can't afford a week vacation or a weekend, sometimes people get away for a day or two, or a night and a day or whatever. So you're going to have to put gas in your vehicle or whatever. You try your motorcycle, your damn scooter, what, however you getting there, you're going to have to put some gas in it, unless you on goddamn plane, train, or the damn bus. Did I leave out any other mode of transportation? I don't think so. Okay. Unless you're walking or hitchhiking or backpacking or whatever the hell you do. But I wouldn't advise it in 2019. Anyway, when you go to the gas station, y'all, I know a lot of people, and I see this all the time here in the metro area where I live. They jump out and they stick their card in the card reader at the pump at the gas station. Y'all, they have different scanners now. Well, they call skimmers, card skimmers, where they skim the number or the chip on the card, and next thing you know, they'll imprint another card with your numbers on it and be out there spending your money before you can spend it. You used to be able to pull a little bit, because a lot of times they would hurry up and put the skimmers on the pumps, and it would be a little crooked, or sometimes you could see tape, double stick tape or whatever, or they would be a little bit loose or whatever. You used to could pull, and sometimes you pull it off in your hand. I've been for years now, I've been stopped using my card at the gas pump. All right, what I do is I go up to the window and I pay with credit. If you don't have a credit card, use your debit card as credit. It can be done. That's without you putting in a PIN number. Okay? Get a receipt every time. Countless times, y'all. Receipts hanging out the pump. I use my little apps and stuff. I'm always scanning receipts and different things. Trust and believe, when receipts hanging out the pump and it don't have anybody's card numbers, whatever on it, and it's just the receipt for the amount of gas or whatever, trust, I take it. I'd be like, "Whoa, I got me some free receipts," you know. But get your receipt, keep your receipt, pay for your gas using a credit card. With credit cards, you do have some protections in place. Okay, if you use your debit card as credit, all right, it's going to go through the normal way. However, when that receipt shows, most of the gas stations have cameras. They could see, or they know when you purchase that gas. Put the receipt in your wallet, put it down in your cup holder in your car, whatever. Anything fishy or fraudulent. And also, y'all, check your accounts. I check mine daily. No, I ain't got that damn much money, but I want the goddamn money that I do have in my accounts. I want it to stay there until I do something with it. I don't need somebody to help me spend my damn money. Okay? Trust and believe. I check mine on a daily, especially if I have gone to the grocery store, filled up the gas, with gas or whatever, gone to a couple of stores that I haven't frequented in a while or whatever, or gone to another different store that I have never ever been to or whatever. I'm gonna check my shit, cause trust and believe, soon as something go wrong, boop, I'll be on it. I'll be on it. That way you can kind of curtail some shit. Boop, cut that card off. Boop, go to the bank. Fill out the necessary paperwork or the forms or whatever you need to do. Some people never check their accounts. Never check. And next thing you know, oh, I didn't check. Oh, I didn't go here. Oh, what the? Start checking. We live in a digital age, y'all. We're almost in a paperless society. Check your stuff. If you're not checking it on a daily, check it weekly at least. Check it weekly, y'all. And I'm not talking 7. Check it every 5 days or so. Just check. Everybody can pull up their shit online or pull your bank account, your bank's app up on your telephone or whatever you do. Just check your stuff. All I'm saying is they're out there. It's summertime. Criminals, scammers are doing the most. They're doing the most, y'all. They're getting the gas stations because more people are traveling. More people are getting gas at the gas stations. A lot more kids now have cars because every year people buy their kids, their 17-year-olds, barely 18-year-olds cars for high school graduation presents and stuff. Then heaven help us on the road, because these kids do not know the laws of the road. They just don't. They don't have enough experience yet. However, it's going to come by years. It's going to come. The more they drive, the better they'll get. However, they got to get gas. So they're out there. They're doing the most. So check your stuff. All I'm saying is just a little helpful hint and a little tip. Check your stuff. Don't slide that card in. I know you're in a hurry. I know you're running late. But you know what? If you're already running late, you're already late. So you can't make up for lost time. So go ahead on and walk your ass over inside the store and pay for your gas, or at the window, stand there, wait your turn, and pay for your gas. Get your receipt. Go get your gas at the pump. Okay? Because they're out there and they're doing stuff to these gas station pumps. They just haven't just started. They haven't stopped. But they have new skimmers that, trust me, they look exactly like the card reader on the pump, and you won't know that that is not the real card reader until what? They done got hold to your money, and then you screaming, hollering, cussing, and fussing. It don't make any sense. It just doesn't. Now, y'all, a little bit on a fun note is, I know that y'all are getting ready to throw down on the 4th of July, and Aunt Sally and Aunt Sookie Mae, Jenny Mae, and Jessie Mae, and all of them gonna come to the damn family reunion on the 4th of July. And y'all don't eat the potato salad and all that shit, because you know Aunt Jenny Mae ain't clean. And Uncle Buck, he get drunk and he be pouring shit in the food. So y'all gotta watch him and stuff. But some of y'all don't seem to understand or know how to work your barbecue grill. All right? For some reason, Y'all don't know how to work the grill. Now I'm not talking I'm not talking about the propane grill. I'm talking about the good old fashioned charcoal grill. Okay. A lot of times people burn up the damn food. I've been to damn barbecues and stuff. They go, oh child, come on over, man. Come on over. Man, I get dressed. I've gone over to the queue. I got my little 12 pack of beer. I done brought in a couple of things, some zuzus and stuff, because they done invited me. I show up and all this shit is charred. Just burn up grill marks. Hell, you can't even see the grill marks on the meat. The goddamn meat so damn charcoal, burned up and crispy. Just put a little sauce on it. Be all right. Just put a little sauce. Sauce? So I decided to help y'all out this year before goddamn 4th of July get here. So all of you chefs, all of you grill certified, non-certified grill chefs out there in grill land, I want y'all to understand. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of a rundown on the important parts of your grill. Okay, and that's the vents on the top and the bottom and the sides of the grill, and the goddamn lid on the grill. Okay, the lid. Okay, the vents. That's just real important. Real important. The airflow, well, I say ventilation of the vents, the airflow around the charcoal and everything is important to help regulate the oxygen and the air and the heat for the grill. Therefore, it determines how your food is going to come out depending on what it is you're cooking. Okay? It's just that simple, y'all. It's real simple. You're either going to have your food hot and fast. The coals are like just hot as fire. They white. They hot. Or you're going to cook it low and slow. You got to be able to control the heat. If you calling yourself a certified grill chef, or you going to be elected the griller for 4th of July, then I'm going to need you to understand and go ahead on and get you a practice run in before the 4th, or before the damn celebration of the family reunion, or a backyard cookout come, and all the family come, because they in your house known for the goddamn burn up meat. So people generally, you wonder why they don't eat too much. It's because it ain't because the people old. It's because they done went and stopped some damn way before they get to your house, and then they ate already. That's why. Because your ass be out there burning up the meat. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try to save the barbecue for you this year. I'm going to help you. Okay? Okay. Let's get started. The first question that you might have is, should I grill with the lid on or off? Okay. All you got to remember is that the lid essentially turns the grill. If you put the lid on, it turns the grill into an oven. All right. It traps the heat in. All right. And the food is going to cook on all the sides. I mean, from every side, all around. Like your oven cooks it. That's how, if you, excuse me, if you keep the lid, cook with the lid on your grill, your charcoal grill, that's how basically it's just like you're cooking basically at that point in an oven. It's going to trap that heat inside. Now, if you're looking to like cook vegetables like squash and zucchini, you know how we, into the health kicking, a lot of people like some veggies and stuff. then as a rule of thumb, and you want to like sear the veggies and stuff, and or quickly like char them a little bit, especially um, veggies that are sliced a little bit thicker, or if you have also, if you add to that maybe some thinner sliced proteins, like maybe some boneless chicken thighs, or I don't know. I'm just saying, but I'm trying to give you a couple of examples. But or like if you have burgers that you get um and they thawed out, and you know how those burgers are. Some of the burgers you get are really thin, or say you patting out your own burgers and you want to make some little sliders for the kids, and you pat them out, they're kind of tiny and really kind of thin. Well, then leave the lid off the grill, basically, so you could cook those, because those are thinner pieces of meat, and it doesn't take very long for that to cook. So you can, that's okay. But now you want to put the lid back on the grill if you're going to cook your large items. And what I mean by large items is like chicken, ribs, bone in chicken, like, you know, chicken breast, or ribs, you know, whatever else you got with a bone in it, goat meat, uh, you know, hell, people put all kind of shit on the grill, but things of that nature, or like a whole, if some people like to grill sweet potatoes, put the lid back on if you're gonna do whole sweet potatoes, or whole like you're doing a grill of baked potato, then you want to put that lid back on, and you want to cook like that. Okay, I mentioned that ventilation or the vents were important on your grill, and a lot of you, um, I was talking to someone a couple of days ago, and they said, "Well, damn, where the hell are vents? Where the vents at on the grill? What you talking about?" You know, so I'm gonna let y'all know that most of the times on a charcoal grill, you'll have on the lid of the grill, there will be like this little silver, or sometimes it's the same color as the lid. It's a little circular, or it could be square, and it has like a little prong, a little a little raised part notch, so that the thumb, you can move it around with your thumb and your index finger or whatever, you can slide it, and if you do that, you're going to see that these little things slide open, or you can slide them back closed. That's one of the vents. And sometimes the charcoal grill, depending on how big it is, there will be a little vent on the side or both sides of the grill if you look down, on either side, to the left or the right. And then, of course, always, there is the bottom vent that is directly up underneath where the charcoal will sit. Okay, like the basin of the grill. Those are the vents. Both of those control the flow of air in the grill when you're cooking, and that's going to change the heat level itself, and also the direction in which the heat will be coming from. You know, again, like I said, if you're cooking like corn and stuff like that, then always cook that with the lid off. That's called like a quick cook foods. Um, the vent that's underneath the charcoal itself, basically what it does is it controls the oxygen that's in the air that gets in the grill, while the vent on the top of it will determine how much heat exists on the inside of that grill. Even when you're grilling with the lid off, you need to think about that bottom vent. Okay, the more it's open, the more oxygen is supplied to the charcoal, which will make it burn hotter. Okay, when the lid is on, you also have to consider the top vent. When the top vent is open, heat escapes through the top. You know, a lot of times when people, you come to their house or whatever, and they out still cooking or whatever, they just get started, and they'll have the lid on the grill, and you could see the heat coming up off the grill, like up to the top, almost like a little smokestack. That's that vent. That's what I'm talking about. And whatever food is placed underneath that area, right there, like the lid of the grill, right in that center area, that food will be subjected to the most heat right there. And if you want to get a food a break from a high temperature or high heat, lift the lid and spin it so that the vent is on the opposite side of the food. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That vent turns a complete circle. So if you want to give the food a little bit of a break from the heat, turn that vent all the way around, or spin your top of your lid, change the direction of the way you set the lid, spin that lid around a little bit opposite from where the food is, and then that's going to determine, that's going to give that food a little bit of a break. um you know, when you close the vents, you're closing off the oxygen supply, basically, just like, in a fire, when you cover it up, you know, then you're gonna put that fire out, or it's gonna slow that fire down. When you close those vents, basically you cutting off the oxygen, so then the temperature has nothing else to do but to go down. Okay, so then that's gonna lower the temperature of whatever it is that you're cooking. Um, there's different charcoals and stuff that you could use. A lot of people like to use pecan wood, throw in there a little bit of hickory or some oak or whatever in between, or they'll wet it or whatever, in between with the charcoal to add flavor to their meats or what have you. Some people even throw in a little bit of liquid smoke, um, on the meat when they're marinating it or seasoning it, to if they don't have a particular type of seasoning wood. Some of the wood now you can purchase, of course, at your grocery store, Walmart, or some of the home improvement centers like Lowe's or Home Depot even. But yeah, that's just some little tips and tricks that you can use when grilling this summer and not burn your food up. Another thing I want to talk about too, right quick, is hot dogs. Uh, don't just take the worst thing that you can do basically is take hot dogs out the freezer and throw them on the grill. Okay. um Even if you have your hot dogs, say for instance you bought the hot dogs last night, and today it's Friday, and we're going to grill tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, don't put those hot dogs in the freezer. Put the hot dogs in the refrigerator. And say for instance you're going to grill it tomorrow about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Take those hot dogs out at about 4 o'clock. Take them out, set them in the sink or whatever. They're not gonna go bad. Set them in the sink on the inside of the house. It's cool. You got the air conditioning on. Hopefully, you got air conditioning. Yeah, I would. Yeah, yeah. I hope you got air conditioning. Okay, set them out. Let them get room temperature. If Even if you forget, you could put them in a pot with a little water for about 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, and then take them right out and put them on the grill. What that does is basically you're going to get better grill marks on the hot dogs or the sausage, and you also are going to lock in the moisture on the inside of the hot dog. Now the outside, basically, how uh the thing like with Nathan's hot dogs, so they say they pop when you bite them, or they're a little crunchy or whatever. Well, you can have a little bit of a crunch or a little bit of a pop, but yet on the inside it's very flavorful, and on the inside it's also a very juicy, not like runny juicy, but a very juicy, chewy, hot dog, meaty hot dog, versus that dried out, crusty, kind of like you eating some fried chicken, like hot dog, not like that. So that's what that will do if you put them in a little pot of water for about 3 minutes and then put them on the grill. But like I said, the worst thing you can do to a hot dog is take the hot dog out the freezer and put son of a bitches on the grill. People think they know what they're doing, but that's definitely not right. Um, that's not my opinion. That is coming from being around a lot of chefs over the years and being around a lot of cooks and some grill masters, real, true, real grill masters. That's the worst thing that you can do. So if you remember little things like that, you will have a wonderful, flavorful barbecue party or family reunion or whatever, and have a great cookout and enjoy yourself. We're doing things of that nature. Also, of course, you can cook with beer and different things. Just watch yourself. And of course, you're around heat and fire and flame. Always have water and baking soda on hand, sitting somewhere nearby, so that if the flames get too heavy or too hot or whatever, it might get out of control. You can always dash baking soda to put out that fire. Definitely throw that lid back on, those vents closed, and smother the fire. Water if you need to, but always be careful. You can get third-degree burns from the lid touching your skin. Keep kids away, from the grilling area. They like to run, they like to jump, they play, or whatever they're playing. They're not intending to run into the grill. They're not intending to have an accident. They're playing, and they are kids. Let's consider that. Um, they're having a good time, but a lot of times we as adults have to watch out for the kiddos. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead on and get up off of here in the next 5 minutes. But I do want to talk to you about two things. We all know that Amazon has Prime, and that's 2 day shipping, and they have recently decreased the shipping time to 1 day in a lot of categories on their website, as well as a lot of cities and townships. They offer that 1 day delivery service for those products that you may be ordering online. Prime Day is kind of like a Black Friday, but it's just Amazon. But a lot of the big box retailers are also taking advantage. Prime Day last year was the middle of July. This year here is still going to be about mid-July. So they'll probably advertise on TV. Also, you can go to Amazon.com when July hits, around the 4th of July weekend or so, and they should have it up telling folks when Prime Day will kick off. Hopefully this year it'll be for about 36 good hours, maybe 40 hours this year if we're lucky. And there's always a lot of deals to be had, especially on electronics and different things. So if you're looking for certain things like back to school laptops, telephones, TVs for dorm rooms and what have you, you can get some great, awesome deals and prices on these products during Prime. If you don't have an Amazon Prime account, you can go ahead on and sign up for I think a 30-day trial subscription, which is absolutely free on their website. And I would go ahead, while you're thinking about it, go ahead on and do it. And that way you will still get that 2 day shipping and be able to participate as a Prime member during Prime Day and get some of those awesome bargains to be had. Also, in the show's notes, in the description of this vlog, video, podcast, I want to mention that the links are there for these two favorite shopping apps of mine. The first one is SWAGBUCKS. If you join SWAGBUCKS, basically it's not a membership, but I say join SWAGBUCKS. It's absolutely free. Basically, you can get gift cards for the everyday things that you would already do, and that you're already going to do anyway, such as shopping, searching the web for something. Some people watch videos or what have you. You can take a survey or two, and you get points for all of that I just named off, and even more. And those points add up. And once your points add up to a certain number of points, what happens is you're able to redeem those points free of charge for one of your favorite retailers in the form of a gift card. It's an e-gift card, and they send it to you in your email, and it does come. It's perfectly legitimate. Hundreds of thousands of people use SWAGBUCKS every day, actually. One of my favorite things to get off of SWAGBUCKS with my points is Amazon and Walmart and PayPal gift cards. And trust me, I've gotten a lot of them over the years, just to name a few. But the link is in the description. It is free. Please sign up. Please use that link to sign up, and you will gain some points just by signing up, because I'm recommending you. Also, Rakuten, which was formerly, Ebates, which is formerly, I'm sorry, Rakuten, formerly Ebates, which is another great shopping app. You can earn cash back on everything that you buy every time that you shop. And there's thousands of retailers, Macy's, um, Home Depot on there, Lowe's, Amazon, Walmart, hotels, hotel.com. I've gotten hotel rooms, the rental car places, Hulu. If you never signed up before, you can get, I think, 3,000 or 5,000 points right there. That's like, ooh, let me see. 15, that's like $30 in gift cards right there. Just free. $5.99 for Hulu. You can cancel within in a month or two if you don't like it or whatever. It's great, but it's Rakuten, and it's formerly Ebates, and you can earn, like I said, cash back every time that you shop, especially on at the places that you like to shop and the things that you like to purchase. It gives you cash back. That cash back, I like about that site is, if you excuse me, what it does is it actually pays you cash. There are no gift cards. You can get it in your PayPal account. You can get the cash, or they will send you a check in the mail. And I have gotten it both ways to test out, to make sure, to see over the years. And yeah, it comes. Yeah, this year alone so far, my cashback, the last cashback I got was in May, and that was a total of $78 and change. But this year alone, year to date, I've gotten $287 back, plus and change, to be honest. And that is a couple of purchases I made. Well, not a couple, but quite a few purchases that I made, that I was going to buy the stuff anyway, and they were giving some great cash back deals. And I'm like, shit, I might as well just go ahead on and pull the plug now and get this extra cash back. And bam, what do you know? Some places were giving as much as 10 and 15% cash back. So I got on it while I could. And I was happy with, my purchases. Plus, they paid me basically to shop at those stores. And a couple of times I had got a couple things from Macy's.com, Macy's department store, and Walmart and Lowe's, and a couple of things I had to get at two tools and some stuff that I needed at Home Depot. But yeah, so far so good this year. I was thinking I might hit. I'm hoping I will hit the $350 to $400 mark this year. We'll see, depending on what I need in the next 6 months or so, or say 5 months or so. I'm not sure, but yeah, I will definitely be using Ebates. Rakuten, I still call it Ebates because it was Ebates for so long. I will definitely be using them doing Prime Day when I get some stuff from Amazon. If I see something that is a good deal, I'm really looking for a new smartwatch, and also I'm looking for a web camera. So hopefully they'll have some good bargains on that, and I can get some cash back also to save me a little bit more money. Well, with that being said, y'all, I really thank you. Again, I wanted to come on and say, hey, y'all, but it's been real. It's been good. This was a fun little chit chat. I kind of got on my soapbox a little bit, but I just felt it was on my heart, and I just needed to get it off my chest about, people not being safe, practicing safe sex, and being stupid out here in this world. And everybody needs to stay woke. when you're doing the dating game or dating on the dating scene and what have you, or you're just out here having sex with Tom, Dick, and Harry and Sally and Jesse and Jenny Mae and all them folks. You got to love yourself and you got to protect yourself first and foremost, because you know you never know who you're laying next to. You could be laying next to someone who potentially could kill you. And that's a sad situation, but it's so true here in 2019. Well, y'all, someone out here needs to hear the words "I love you." Someone out here needs to hear these words that tomorrow is a brand new day, one that you've never seen before, and you get another chance at whatever it is that you need to do and want to do. Have at it, go for it. You know, the sky is the limit these days. And matter of fact, you can reach beyond the stars. So much is at our fingertips, and all we have to do is apply ourselves and keep on keeping on. Trouble doesn't last always. Know that this too, whatever's going on, if you're in a situation, this too shall pass. Again, I love you, and I will talk to you all real soon. Next week, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have been listening to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. Bye now.